Hey everybody, and welcome to Woodcrest Bonsai, and Happy New Year. 2025 has begun, and this is also my birthday, Woodcrest Bonsai's birthday. I started out as Bonsai by Alan, but I quickly learned that there was another Alan on the internet, and when people would search for me, they'd get him. So I decided to change my name to Woodcrest Bonsai a few months back to distinguish myself from the other Alan. Nothing against him, but people would search for me, and we kept getting this other Alan. So, my first tree of the new year is this Portulacaria Jade. Now, as you can see, it's missing branches on this side, mainly because it was growing against a much bigger pot. I have a Ilex Schillings holly in training, and it was up against the pot, and there's a branch here that just fell off, and this branch here, it just wasn't allowing the tree to grow. Now, I could take this tree and bring it like this, and bring this guy like this, and bring, the apex, and make an informal upright. But I think I'm going to turn it into a windswept. Seems to want to be a windswept, and I realize we have a whole bunch of growth that's growing up. However, if I go like this, and then bring this guy down, and this guy down here, and then I'll bring a leader, I'll take this leader here and bring it windswept, I think it'd be a very interesting windswept tree. And I started my video with absolutely no tools or wire or anything. So let's put it on pause and go get some of that stuff. Okay, so to make this a windswept, I'm going to need to wire a whole bunch of stuff out. But there's some things that I can take off, such as like this guy here, and this guy here, and probably even this, well, maybe leave that guy, because now he's out. We can go like this and then bring him down into there. There still may be way too much on this tree once I'm finished doing this. Not sure about this little tiny branch. I'm going to keep it for now. Probably don't need this one to be so long, because once we bring it down into here, I'm not sure we need that long, so I'm going to cut that. And then the back branch, which is right here, has elongated tremendously, and I don't think we need it at all. Not for turning it into a windswept. So we're just going to take it off completely. So now we're kind of getting the idea here. And I think I'm just going to wire everything else up. So when I go like this branch here is now pointing down, and so I don't think I need it. So try to contort here, and I think it was this branch here. I think I'm just going to wire everything else. And that process will take a while. So, and a lot of times when I wire my trees, all you see is my elbow. Because for some reason, I'm in here like this, and then that's all you see. So, just going to wire it off camera. It's the kind of thing where I'm going to wire everything into place, and then begin to bend. And then if there's some things that I find that are really not necessary for the design, then I'll just remove them. But I think I'm going to have fun doing the wiring. This could take half an hour or so to wire everything. So I'm going to get to it. I'll see you when all the wire is on. I couldn't resist. I only have the bottom branch wired, and I have not attempted to place anything. I have lowered some things, but as you can see, we're going to bring the plant to the camera. As you can see, all the branches are now wired. I've put some of these smaller guys into place, but I'm going to wait to get everything done and then create the design. So next step, I think, is to bring the apex up like this. And we have some branches that are clashing, but once they're wired, they can go down into there. So I'm going to bring the apex up like that. And this branch will be down a little lower, so we can do that right now. And then like that, and then this guy will come into here, a little further back. And the sun is coming in and out, so it's now a beautiful bright sun. So yeah, time to wire that guy. So once again, the wiring process is a little tedious, so I will continue in a few minutes. 4 hours later. Okay, it didn't take that long, but anyway, still not done. But I want to start moving wires into place. I have still the apex to wire, but I've now wired this branch, and I like the motion here. But I need to start wiring some things into place. And I need to spin it around so I can see what I'm doing. Now typically, I guess I could make an interesting front too. Typically I like my trees to go from left to right because that's the way I read. As a Westerner, that's the way my eye moves. And you know, now that I'm looking at it, it could possibly be modified to go from left to right. Just bring this guy more forward into here and some little modification on this stuff, and it could very possibly become a left to right tree. So now I've confused myself, which is not abnormal actually. And so let's turn it around the other way. It works the other way too. So I want this little guy, I think this little guy is very important actually, to be in here to give it some depth. And then I want this group of branches right here to move like that. And I want to bring this one into here, and this one could come up and then down like that. I like the way this branch fills in that space right there. And a lot of these branches are pretty sparse. So you'll notice this one here, it's only got growth at the very end. And quite a few of them are like that. Here's another couple right here. This one here has growth only at the very end. And this one here only has growth at the very end. But continuous pinching will get them to fill in. And you know, I'm really thinking that maybe this could be a left to right tree. I never really looked at it like that. It would really just need some very basic modification. It might actually need to go more like that, so this is not perfect in the pot. This side here seems to be, it could stay in the pot just the way it is. So I'm going to live with it. course, we still need to do all of this. So back to pause and finish up. The wiring is finished, and I've also basically wired most of the branches into place. And I'm thinking that this thing could very easily be a left to right windswept. Either way, it works. The tree with two fronts. I have a few of those actually. If this is going to be the front, maybe we could do it like that so it's a little bit more, this is a little bit more accentuated, and I can always wire more. This is just the preliminary wiring. Now I do have some things that I want to do right now. So for instance, this branch here, can we see that? I think is too long. If we make the triangle and it comes down, comes down, come down, come down, this is too long, so I'm going to cut it to there. And then I think I'm going to cut this one a little bit back too. I really think this one here needs to be shortened also. And I'm going to unravel it from the wire and then just shorten it to about there. And then this branch here, probably I don't even need at all. If we took that away with our finger. And also it's visually blocking this branch here. So I'm going to shorten it to got to remember which one it is. I think it's this one. Just unravel some of the wire. Shorten it for now. It may end up just coming off entirely. Shorten that. So there we go. There's a little bit of busyness up in the top, but I don't think it's too bad. So there we go. What a transformation, huh? From the possibility of bringing this down as the first main branch. You know, I could still do that. Yeah, but I probably won't. So there we go. Definitely I'm looking at a little bit too much in here. You know, space between the branches. But for now, I'm just going to leave it, live with it, see how it develops. Once it fills in and all the branches set into place, then I can begin to make some more decisions. I'm almost thinking of bringing another little apex up, one more apex to come up and out. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you can watch this guy continue to develop on his way. And leave a comment. I think I'm leaning towards left to right because, like I said, that's just the way my eyes move. But if you like the other way better, let me know. It does have some very nice movement with this as the front. So thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you in the next video.